Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. There is a lot going on right now. I'm covering this, I'm covering that, I'm covering tons of stuff. And due to your messages, due to your DMs and all that good stuff, apparently I forgot to talk about Runaways. That's right, the new Marvel show on Hulu, and it kind of caught me off guard that I missed it because Runaways is a show that I said Marvel should have made a long time ago. And you guys might laugh at me for this, but this is for business reasons. When Twilight hit, when the whole young adult thing first hit hard, I was like, yo, Marvel needs to come out with Runaways because it's primed, it's ready for them to use. I mean, people are loving this stuff. You might as well put it out. And of course, nobody at the executive table for Marvel ever listened to me. They don't give me a call. They don't let me know what they want. So it took a while, but it's here. So let's talk about it. Now, before we get started, I'm going to be covering episode 1 through 4. So if you haven't seen it, this will be, I'm going to be talking about it as if you've seen the show already. And just going over what I really think this show is doing a great job at, which is, one, the characterization of the kids, man. I like the characterization of the kids and high school. I think they do a good job to make them, of course, you have your writer's tropes of teenage kids, but I do like how they handle just their lives. They make them more than just, he's the cool one, she's the pretty one. Like dealing with Gert, she has her issue where she's like, super hardcore, like, hey, we're breaking down the patriarchy. But then at the same time, homegirl later on is like, yo, look, patriarchy gonna have to stand for one more day. And that is extremely funny because it's kind of real. Like, like homegirl was all gung-ho about that. She was all gung-ho about breaking down patriarchy until she saw Chase coming back into her life a little bit. Then she was just like, look, ain't nobody trying to hear that patriarchy mess. But I also like Nico, the way she's dealing with her sister's loss and how she has to deal with that at school, at home, and also her attraction to Alex, and how that is kind of changing her, how it's almost, kind of affecting her. And I like to see that these kids are more than just, hey, these are our stereotypes, we're gonna go forward. These are kids that I can kind of like relate to. Like, I know that kid, or I was a friend with this kid, and it's cool. Like, even when you see, the issue of Karolina, when, she's unfortunately takes off her wristband, she gets taken upstairs, there's, Chase goes in to save her and the fallout from that and how the team treats him. There's a lot of real moments where you find out that, hey, these kids aren't being written flatly. Like, these kids actually got some dimensions to them. They got some things going on in their life that they're reacting to, normally. Like, most normal people will react, I guess, when they see their parents almost sacrificing somebody, I guess, But anyway, even Molly, I remember having that younger kid in the crew where it was like, how you have someone always has to bring their little sister. And so it's very relatable. And I like that about this show. If you can get into the kids, you can get into the show. Like, if you can grasp onto their storylines and be like, you know what, they're believable, then I think you'll enjoy this show. Another thing that I think is great, besides the kids, are their parents. They don't shortchange the parent storyline because they're both kind of running at the same pace. You have these parents that are in the pride, it's kind of like their Illuminati or whatever, and they're kind of going on about their business while trying to keep it hidden from the children, but they're dirty. They're real dirty. I'm not gonna mince words. Whatever they're into is not good. Now, I will say we don't get to see everything from their vantage point because I think they have to hold back some stuff from the pride because they have to reveal it later. But I'm very psyched and very interested and where this whole situation with the church goes, with this sacrifice goes, with these missing kids, these runaways goes, because you can't just keep having people missing, coming up missing. People gonna start asking questions. Even where, you think you might have the cops on lock, it's not a good idea to just have kids missing around y'all all the time. And it's that type of atmosphere that kind of sets the tone of like each side trying to hide from each other that I can really get into, man. I like when the kids are trying to like investigate their parents, but also not let their parents know they're investigating them. And also them dealing with their own lives. Like Molly, for instance, kind of manifesting her powers, growing into her powers, and finding out that she can do things. And she seems to be like the only one who's really recognizing it right now. You have Karolina, when she takes off the wristband, she starts to glow. There's these small tidbits that are kind of like slowly stepping us into their powers that I think is a good look. I also like the good look of the expectations of whatever this sacrifice is going to bring, because you got who I guess we have already been told that it's Karolina's grandfather that is like all wrinkled up in that bed. And also, ain't it weird that her mom got in there? I mean, that's your daddy. Yeah. And honestly, straight up, she nasty. I mean, let's stay on this for a moment. You're nasty, all right? You're straight nasty, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You got a husband, but you're in there, and he wrinkly, and you're nasty. But look, guys, there's a ton of good stuff about this show, and I'm gonna move it on. But first, of course, KURO brand gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, dope stuff, dope shirts, dope beats. Check the link in the description below. Find yourself a shirt, cop it. Now, of course, I've kind of like touched on a lot of the issues and the situations in the show that I think are really good or really strong points. I also like their natural reaction to first seeing the whole kind of like sacrifice situation. You got the parents. Oh, also, I see how the parents trying to get fly. Like, don't think I wasn't going to step over the fact that y'all got to get butt naked to get in the robe. You could have put that robe over your regular clothes. They was trying to shine on each other. It was like, the dude was like, yeah, my muscles bigger than yours. And the lady was like, my body flying than yours. But look, I'm just telling you, you ain't got to get butt naked to put no robe on, all right? You can put that robe on your regular clothes. But notwithstanding, that scene played out really well, where they're just kind of like kicking it, kind of like just playing around, open that door. Of course, that Narnia line, I hated it, but I got through it. Most of the show has been cool, and just seeing how they reacted to that and how that sparks this mystery, this investigation is a great look, man. I'm really behind this show. I think them trying to find a new candidate, that girl washing up dead on the beach. Like, there's so many nice little mysteries and tidbits that's gonna be I think a really good cat and mouse game through this first season. So guys, of course, holla at me, I'ma holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about what you think of Marvel's Runaways. I'm digging Alex and Nico. I'm digging Gert. I'm digging the dinosaur and how she can control it. I'm even digging Molly and Gert's weird parents. For some reason, I kind of like them. Like, they're strange, but they're cool. Also, Nico's mom, when she showed up mob style at the parents' house and was like, oh yeah, I knew you was trying to run away. I saw you moving that money and all that. Yo, look, straight up, yo, be scared of Nico's mama, all right? Because she's dangerous. But you take that with like outside lunchroom fights and Chase's dad finally taking some, interest into him because he looks like he's gonna be an engineer or a builder or something. There's a lot to get from this, and I think there's a lot to love. And guys, I think you should definitely be checking out Runaways if you're not. So of course, before I bounce, I gotta tell you to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching unless you share it. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, yo, being a kid is not that easy anymore. Peace.